All right. Welcome back to another episode of People's Collecting Apples, People's Pebbles. Uh, May the force be with you and also with you. Uh, Murders at Karlov Manor bundle. I've got 6 of these things. Funny story, not really that funny, just proof that I'm an idiot. Or, maybe proof that, wizards could do a little bit better with marketing and such. But I thought I was getting more of the Clue Edition boxes, which, they were released with Karlov Manor. The boxes look a little bit similar, not too similar, but similar enough. And, honestly, I'm happier to get Karlov Manor. And these were, I think, 32 before tax. So yeah, I'd gotten 6 of them because it was like just under 200, and was like, you know what, let's roll the dice. So I've opened up all the other bundles. I have the packs out here to the side, just to save time because I take forever sometimes, and I ramble. But for this first one, we'll go through all the little bits that are inside, and then for the other ones, we're just simply cracking the pack. So let's start with the lands and the promo here. Now the promo, as I saw from the back, was nothing exciting. It's like a 4 mana 4/4 with Death Touch and Haste and Ward. I think collect evidence 4. Yeah, so nothing too crazy there. Not a card that I think is seeing too much play. Maybe some in standard, but not entirely sure. Okay, and this is what I was really hoping for, right? Is that the lands. Okay, so not all, just those, just a set. Okay, and the other foils are the regular ones. Okay, so 15 foil lands, right? Is that right? I thought it was supposed to be 20, right? Let us consult the box. 2 reference cards. Oh, 15 traditional foil and 15 regular basic lands. There's a product shown or English language. Okay, well, so they've cut that a little bit. Maybe for the best, maybe to make the, at least have some value still in full art lands as opposed to none. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, like just the feel of that is lighter than what it had been before. And with like bundles, I used to buy them for every single set. I might have even bought one for Karlov Manor, and I, don't even remember at this point. That's what happens with the endless cycle of stuff. So all right, so we have determined, at least for Karlov Manor, you get one of each of the full art lands in non-foil and foil, and then you get 2 of each color of just the regular art kind of lands, foil and non-foil. And then a crappy little promo guy there, and then you got your dice. You can see here, so all the dice are actually just the same from these regular bundles, and I don't have a skin rash or anything. Just by the way, that's Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls. I need to probably reapply second skin. It's been a few days, and this has already come down, because you do this with your hand, don't you know? And then because of that, does that. But yeah, that's not a skin rash. That's a monkey. I was gonna get Gur from Invader Zim over here, but then that just didn't happen. But it might happen in the future. We'll see. All right, so let's get into the meat and the taters here. This is what we're here for, right? So 9 times 6 is 36. Wait, is that right? I was thinking this was like a box and some. Wait, I'm definitely doing that math wrong. What am I? It's 54. My God. Like, wait a second. 6 times 6 is 30. Oh my God. One of those days, weeks, etc., etc. You know how it goes. All right. Starting off with Props Edict Memory. Got another one of those full art lands and a token. I was gaming with some friends the other day, and what did I play? It was not the Raven Inspector, Novice Inspector, the one from this set. So I made a clue, and I could not find a clue for the life of me in my stack of tokens. It took me forever to find that shit. So some of these clue tokens I'm going to put aside to make sure that I know where my clues are. All right, dramatic accusation. I got excited when I first saw that. I was like, oh, is that actually something back there? It's not really, not really. But I do like the that art and foil treatment. That is pretty cool. I forgot to also talk about the main objective here, which is Surveil lands, kind of like how have a Shockland challenge back in the day for the Ravnica products. Here it's all about those Surveil lands, and it's also why I'm happy that there we go. And an Undergrowth Recon. I don't think that's really worth much of anything at this point, but it is still a mythic, so that's cool. So we'll keep a mythic count, but our main count here is that we care about these Surveil lands. I don't think Elegant Parlor is one of the better ones, but I'm actually just working on a Nahiri deck right now. Is she like out and about? Yeah, she's hiding somewhere. But that, of course, is a Boros deck, and I got an Arid Mesa in there, and having one of those probably would not be bad in there. Well, I mean, of course, it wouldn't be. It would be good. So that will probably find its way into that deck. Where did I put that other? Okay. It's like, wait a second. That's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there. All right, we got some kind of order here. I know those non-basic lands could be more over there. I've talked before how you need to stop trying to organize stuff too much while I'm just trying to go through these, because I will take forever and ever and ever and ever. All right. War Leader's Call. I don't think that's as crazy as it once was, but I remember having a copy of this before that I sold for like $10 for just a regular rare, so we'll still sleeve it up and put it on the side there. All right, we're gonna go right to the back here. All right, double rare pack. Nothing exciting. I mean, Doppelgang is a cool card. Don't get me wrong. It's not one of the big boys that we're really looking for here. All right, that's what I was looking for. Any other non-basic land to put aside? All right, boop. Right, to the taters. Lamplight Phoenix. All right, it's more like a hash brown. Satchel, it's a fun card in Limited. Crime Novelist, that was another really good card in Limited. I have the trash bag all the way over there. Makes 0 sense. All right, what do we got? And Coveted Foul. I haven't even seen this card before. 3 mana, 1/4. When he attacks, can control target permanent you own but don't control. I need to draw a card. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. It's like, wait a second. What? Is this like some super weird tech? That makes a lot more sense. Of course, like the Maltese Falcon. Get the reference and everything, just didn't really get the card. All right, Rulia the Law Above. Decent, a little rare. I don't think anything crazy, really. All right, so halfway decent. Nothing too crazy there. Move on to the next bundle. So only one mythic and one Surveil land thus far. And yeah, I don't really know the EVs and stuff here. I know the Surveil lands are all about like 10 to 20 bucks a pop, I believe. You know, they're all pretty solid hits. All right, tireless tracker for the special guest. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if that's anything. I mean, we'll put it in the mythic pile. I wouldn't really count that as a mythic. But nonetheless, we will keep it in that pile for the time being, just cause. All right. What do we got? Undergrowth Recon again. Okay. If you haven't read it from the first time or this time or any time, it is a 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So, yeah, I mean, it's just not a super exciting card, you know? I feel like nowadays, in the state of Magic, if a card enters and doesn't immediately do something, it kind of isn't good. Now, that's obviously a card made with EDH in mind, right, for a lands style deck, but you know, I have 2 different lands decks for EDH, and I don't think I would put that in either of them. I mean, there's definitely a kind of land deck that is a good card for, don't get me wrong, but it is a specific kind of deck. All right, Krenko for our first showcase foil rare. I'm not sure how people felt about the showcase treatment on cards for the set. I don't think it was overwhelmingly positive, but I don't think it was necessarily negative either. Probably more of a neutral thing. Slime Against Humanity, forgot about that. So we'll have to go back through the uncommons later. People love those cards, just like the Heir Apparent and the Foundations that recently came out. And I don't think I finished that point earlier about the whole fire design thing, right, with the commons and uncommons. Like, I mean, you have plenty of commons and uncommons spread throughout that, you know, are worth more than just your average bulk rare, right? And it does help in keeping the EV of this product, you know, at a more stable place. Right, like all the values just consolidated to like a few big mythics, but here you've got the Surveil lands. There are some decent mythics. I haven't pulled them yet, and then you have like, you know, stuff like Slime Against Humanity. Yeah, all right, Raucous Theater. That would have been cool if we list card. I feel like lately I've rarely been getting any list cards, and why am I dropping stuff like that? Yeah. I've been rarely getting any list cards in play boosters. So I don't know if did they get rid of list cards in like later play booster products? I don't know. It seems very, very odd to me. There it is. Okay. Woohoo! Heavy played. All right, so add that to the board. We're at 2 now. So 2 mythics. 2 special guest can go over here with the list. All right, now I feel my OCD tardism is at rest. We can resume the content now. All right, speaking of content, Judith coming in with the cool looking showcase foil, Fugitive Codebreaker, halfway decent little guy. Ooh, Death Cloud. Each player loses X life, then discards X cards from his or her hand, then sacrifices X creature, then sacrifices X lands. I remember that from... Is that Darkstone? No. Let's see. What's the other one? Can't remember. Anyway, it's not really that good of a card, but still, that's 2 list cards and a special guess from this box. Whereas the first box, I don't believe we did. There's always a possibility that I'm missing them, but you know, they're in the back like after the rare, so it's kind of hard to miss. It's kind of a little difficult, just a little difficult. Mess that stuff there. All right. Ooh, Raucous Theater for the what's that? I don't know. Borderless? No, Showcase? Borderless. All right, that's the word I was looking for. And a Mythic. That. Why am I sleeving this garbage Mythic out before the damn land? All right. Add it to the board. That's 3. Last pack. 3 and 3. 3 lands. 3 Surveil lands. 3 Mythics. Right to the back, upside down. Slime Against Humanity. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Let's have these cards upside right real quick. All right. You go there. You go there. We're sleeving you up, baby girl. You deserve it. There you go. Can we get her in there? Yeah, we can. All right. You go over there. All right. Next set of 9. See, I mean, that was pretty decent. Pretty decent. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, just solid little hits. All right. We're at the point in the video where I no longer care about trying to sort this stuff. Outside of, you know, the rares and everything else. So the commons and uncommons are just going to come over here. There you go. And then everything else is just going to get just stuffed like that. All right. Where did I put the rares for that? Where'd you go? Someone yell at me in the comments and go back so I can go back in the past. Or I can go to the future and see your comment and see what I did with those cards, which I just found. Where are you going to go? You're going to go here. You guys are going to go over here. All right. You're going to go there and you're going to go. Okay. Like I said, the Tardism is in full swing right now. 'Tis the season and all that. All right, what do we got? Ooh, oh, I thought that was a Surveil land. All right, get fucked me. And no, and all right, I mean, that's a cool looking card. Nothing else really exciting there though. So is what it is. But if you're an Aurelia player and you wanted to make a deck around Aurelia, then that is the card to get, I suppose. Okay, and what do we got? Okay, well, I guess that Aurelia then. What the fuck is this, Aftermath? Is it also like 3 different goddamn variants, like every fucking card? Jeez, man. Yeah, I mean, this definitely looks cooler than this. What were they thinking? Couldn't tell you. I don't have big brains like the Ivory Tower Wizards of the Coast people. And I mean, great card and limited. Not what we're looking for right here, right now. Ooh, Leyline of the... Could you imagine if this card was... I forgot this card was even in this set. I don't know what happened, because I know this is now not really worth much of anything. I haven't even seen this card before. As additional cost to cast a spell, collect evidence X, where X is the total mana value of the permanents the spell targets. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target enchantment, and up to 1 target planeswalker. Alright, I mean... expensive for what it is. As in the costly, like having to you know, exile that many cards from your graveyard depending on what you're targeting. I mean, could be all right. Anyway, Leyline of the Guildpact. There was a point in time that a regular version of this was a $40 card. I don't know what exactly happened. Like, did it get banned or something? I don't know. But I mean, that is a cool foil to get. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just put it there for now. Still no lands yet. And bundle number 3 here. So hoping to change that fortune. We did not. All right, there's the guy that we got the alternate art of. Not very exciting. All right, we're down to 3 packs, 3 chances to get some spice. I mean, Leyline in the guild pack is still a solid hit. Don't get me wrong, it's just not, you know, the value of the bundle just in and of itself as it would have been a little while ago. All right, Magma. Got our gold signature guy there. Boop, boop, boop. What will we do here? Nothing. Showcase, foil, full art. All right, last pack. Don't tell me we're going bust on the Surveil land. And I guess you're going to have to tell me because we did. All right. So our mythic count has gone up to 4. And the Surveil lands were still at 3. So bundle 2 thus far is looking the best out of what we've seen. All right, and all right. You know what? I'm pretty sure that's like the cheapest fucking one too. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not all about the money, man. Don't worry about it. It's about the fun and the friends you made along the way. All right, so we have 4 Surveil lands now. 3 the same. And bloop. Case of the Locked Hothouse. Pretty sure that's one of the better rares in the set. Oh, what's this? When Bishop of the Bloodstain enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life for each vampire you control. Yeah, I mean, better than no list card, I suppose you could say. Although I'm not sure that's entirely true. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, yeah. Meh is a very good way of describing it. Okay, one of these days you're gonna, there we go. Oh, there we go. And there it is. Okay. Foil rare, who cares? Doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And, oh, that's a nothing burger. Complete chaos here now. We have run out of fucks to give. We're only here for the lands, the Surveil lands, just to clarify. Man, how many of these damn Feroxes do we really need? Not that many. That much I can tell you. 4 packs. And nothing. Okay. And also nothing. Watch him actually be worth something. But I truly doubt it. And also a whole lot of nothing. And, oh, there we go. Delney, Streetwise Lookout, and a commercial district to swing our favors there at the end of that bundle. She's definitely the primo mythic of the set, I would say. 3 mana, 2/2. Creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. And if an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So we have a very nice little effect there. And, of course, Surveil lands, we will take as many of these as we're willing to receive. All right, we have 2 bundles left here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Words, thoughts, all the above. Too difficult. We don't do that here. We just crack plastic and look at fancy, expensive cardboard pieces. Commercial district making its return yet again. Now you go over there. There we go. All right, so we are at 6 currently on our Surveil land count after that massive bust on bundle number 3 there. All right, deduce. What's that? Feast thing. Case of the Uneaten Feast. All right, assemble the players. Those damn players. Goddamn fuckboys. And is there a rare there? There it is. Kylox. Oh, he's the guy with the machine thing. And all right. Atrata, Deadly Fugitive. Not too exciting. I already have one for my Morph deck, but she is still in Mythic. So Massacre Girl is definitely the other Mythic that we're still looking for here. I need a copy of that. And of course, more Surveil lands. No More Lies. Again, that's another one of those like uncommons that's pretty solid for what it is. Cryptic Coats, pretty good. That is also in my Morph deck, of course. And what do we got here? Treacherous Greed. Analyze the Pollen for our showcase. Little rare. Mistveil Plains for our list card. Okay, 2 packs left in this bundle. Yeah, we're powering through it. We're just trying to get through to the Delney again. Yo, what's up? What's up? That's what I'm talking about. All right, yeah, that's super solid. Watch her be worth like a $5 card at this point, but I mean, I honestly would doubt that. I mean, that's just such a powerful ability. Yeah, still a very solid card. Like I said, not sure what exactly happened to Leyline. Only keep up with competitive Magic, so much. So, all right, Hedge Maze. Nim Izzet's in the set. Fuck. Deals X damage to any target. Target player draws X cards and gain X life. X the number of different color pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colors. Okay, cool. I mean, another Surveil land over here. Count is up to 7. And we've got 9 more packs. And then we out of here. We history. And all right, starting with another one of these mythics that are not very good, but that's what we get. We get the the double. I'm not even gonna sleeve you. You get the Back-to-back Delneys. I'm even pronouncing her name right. Let's see. Delney. All right, that is her name. Stupid fucking name. But who am I to judge? My name's Drew. It's also kind of fucking stupid. All right, Goblin War Chief for list card. It's probably better than most of the list cards that we've gotten so far. Oh, that's the one that makes them cost one less. Not a chieftain, like the lord that gives them haste. That's arguably better and harder to find. Archdruid's Charm. That's a solid little rare there. Liking that. Foil Archdruid. Okay, cool. Alright, did I run out of sleeves? Are you serious? Oh, I don't feel like getting up. Oh, I'm getting up. I'm doing it. Ah. I'm walking. I'm returning. Alright, to Ravnica. The return of Ravnica. Alright, put a little stack of sleeves there. Always bring protection, folks. Always bring protection. I mean, raw dogging is more fun, but you should still bring protection, just in case. You know, if she look a bit dirty, but you still are trying to get dirty, then, you know, wrap your tool, don't be a fool. If she's looking all right, you know, risk it for the biscuit. All right. Another decent uncommon there. I mean, there really are just a lot of nice little hits spread throughout this product. And all right, another mythic there. Not really any crazy good one. They're the ones if you read the storyline, which no one really does because it's not really that good. Like I said, with the Surveillance. One of them ends up being the murderer. So there you go. Spoiler alert. Oops, forgot to do the spoiler alert before the spoiler. But if you've ever done LSD, then you'll know that time is just a bullshit concept anyway. So there you go. Get fucked. 2 packs. Open for another little Hitski. Can we get a Hitski? And Hitski to Monetsaki. Last pack. This is for everything. Everything that we've ever worked for is right here behind that card that I just flipped like that. And the answer is, okay, we got another Surveil. So, what a shit fucking list card. Really get the fuck out of here. Oh, Insidious Roots actually is a pretty solid hit as far as like a foil uncommon is concerned. At least it was before, like when I did pre-release. I think it might have been like the showcase foil version that I got, but it's actually like paying like $5-10 for that shit. But anyway, yeah, I mean, halfway decent stuff here. So our final count there, I think, was 7 or no 8, right after pulling that last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And I think we're missing one, right? Wait, more. That's right. I'm pretty sure it's a complete land cycle of Vault 10. So we're missing more than just one. But, you know, 8's still pretty decent for what we did. You know, like a box and a half, right? 54 packs. And mythic-wise, let's see. We've got 9 mythics, with Delney being the really nice hit here. Getting 2 of those is pretty cool. This card can go fuck itself. I mean, I can see how it can be good. Like, let's say if it was just 4 mana, instant, destroy artifact, creature, enchantment, planeswalker. Yeah, that would be broken. But I feel like collecting that evidence, and it's just not really gonna work like that. Anyway, thank you for joining me. It's Drew Peoples from Peoples Collectibles yet again, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye now.